Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome to the B-Point Show. I'm your host B-Point and today we are exploring 5 more amazing details from Red Dead Redemption 2, such as hidden dialogues for 2 Red Dead Redemption 2 missions, details about the animals and humans living near a poisonous area, a different way to fish, and a cool way to use one of the throwables in the game. With that being said, let's hear it. Did you know there are alternate ways in which you can fish in Red Dead Redemption 2? Yes indeed! If you somehow find your Arthur hungry and in dire need of nutrients, yet you don't want to feed him canned foods and are not really in the mood for hunted meat, then the next best thing is of course fishing. But what if you are early in chapter 2 and don't have access to the fishing rod, or you simply don't have time to stand and wait for fish to bite? Well, no worries partner, all you need to catch some fish is some dynamite sticks. That's right, simply go to the nearest lake, light one of them boomsticks up and throw it in the water, and once it explodes, that fish will start surfacing. Now to get them, just go into the lake, swim behind one of the fish, go in first person and start pushing it towards the shore. And voila, you now got yourself the catch of the day, ready to be cooked and fed to poor Artie. But what if you don't have any dynamite, yet you still don't want to fish traditionally? No worries, just take out one of your many guns, find some shallow water and scan for some fish, then start blasting. Now as a small bonus, you can use polymerization and fuse the arrows and dynamite to transform your bow into a literal rocket launcher. Where you don't actually use polymerization, but you can learn to craft these highly dangerous arrows by reading the Dynamite Arrow pamphlet, which you can get for free by going to the Wapiti Indian Reservation and checking this rundown bridge near it. Did you know, during the mission of Fisher of Men, there is some hidden dialogue which you can hear. To get this dialogue to trigger during the fishing section of the mission, when Arthur hooks the first fish, do not reel it in. And after about a minute and a half, the secret dialogue will trigger.
You know, this reminds me. I taught another boy to fish once, a long time ago.
You mean Lenny?
No, this was long before I met Lenny. Long before you was even born.
Arthur here is most likely talking about his son Isaac, which you usually first hear about during chapter 6 in a conversation with Rains Fall.
I had a son once, years ago. Don't talk about him much.
Oh, what was his name?
Isaac. His mother, Eliza, was a waitress I met. When she got pregnant, she knew who I was, what my life was. I didn't want to promise nothing I couldn't keep, but I said I'd do right by them. Every few months, I'd stop by there for a few days. He was such a good kid. She was too, I guess. Just a kid, 19.
What happened?
I got there one day and saw 2 crosses outside. I knew right away. Turned out some bastards had come through. Robbed him, shot him dead, and offered $10. Hardened me, feeling that kind of pain.
As a small bonus, during the same mission when Arthur first meets Agent Milton and Agent Ross, if you pay close attention towards the end of their conversation, you can see Arthur getting into position to draw his weapon and shoot the 2 Pinkerton agents, but stops once he remembers young Jack is with him, not wanting to scar the kid for life by the gruesome sight of 2 people dying in front of him. If only Arthur knew. Did you know there is an area on the map so poisonous that both the animals and the humans living there suffer because of it? I'm talking of course about the area around Elysian Pool, including Butcher's Creek. Here you can find several animal species suffering from afflictions due to the toxic waste that pours in the Elysian Pool lake from the abandoned mining operations nearby. The animals in the area are suffering from mange, a type of skin disease that has symptoms which includes hair loss, skin thickening and skin infections. And of course, since Red Dead Redemption 2 is the goat of realism, the same symptoms can be observed on the animals living near the lake. Here we can find mangy deer, mangy rabbits, mangy coyotes, mangy squirrels, mangy black bears, as well as poisonous toads and poisonous fish, which are the only type of fish that, when reeled in, Arthur will comment that they don't look so healthy.
Well, you don't look too fine.
And the game will not even allow you to keep. Furthermore, since Butcher's Creek is near Elysian Pool, the dogs in the settlement also suffer from the same affliction, but they are still very adorable. Even the humans living in the settlement are afflicted by the poison, which pours from the abandoned mine. This is probably due to acid drainage, which results in increased pH and heavy metals, a real concern for abandoned coal mines in real life. And now, as a small bonus, if you ever find yourself near Elysian pool, look for this ruined house, then head towards the chimney and check inside. Here you will find a small jewelry bag and a gold nugget, which you can sell to the fans for $50 total. Did you know, during the mission The Sheep and the Goat, there is some hidden conversation between Arthur and John? To trigger it, do as follows. When John and Arthur reach the cliff and see the ranch hands, John will ask Arthur to shoot near them to scare them off.
Okay, I think that's them over there.
What now?
Put a shot in near them. I reckon they'll hightail it. They're only ranch hands. Just watch the sheep.
If you instead ignore his instruction and shoot one of the farm hands, some unique dialogue will trigger.
Is that necessary?
Got the job done. Looks like one of them don't scare too easy.
Put another shot in close. He'll get the message.
Now ignore John's instructions again and the hidden dialogue will continue.
Or ignore me and shoot right at him.
Worked, didn't it?
As a small bonus, during the same mission, if you go to the gun shop with no money on you, you can hear another unique dialogue.
Oh, well, hello again. How can I help you today?
Looking for a rifle? Something with a sight on it.
Shouldn't be a problem. You want to see what we've got? It's all in the catalog here.
I'm gonna have to take this on credit.
Well, no, wait, we ain't even discussed terms.
Or I can take it in a way that ain't so polite.
Okay, fine. You can pay me later.
Hell, let's not stop with the unique dialogue during this mission. Small bonus number 2. If you fall off your horse, John will mock Artie.
I ain't the one taking Jack on fishing trips. See? Even your horse don't like it.
Did you know fire bottles are some of the most destructive weapons in the game? Capable of setting multiple people on fire with only one bottle. But what if I told you that there is another use for fire bottles as melee weapons? You heard me right. If you are in a fist fight, you can equip and light a fire bottle, then start swinging. After several hits with the bottle, there is a chance for it to explode and light your opponent on fire. Be cautious when the bottle explodes though, as Arthur will start taking damage from the fire, and if you don't get away in time, he will even catch fire. As a small bonus, if you ever want to make your fire bottles even more destructive, then what you need is the volatile fire bottles, which boast increased damage and a large spread of flames around the target. You can of course learn to craft this type of bottles by reading the recipe, which can be found for free just northwest of Horseshoe Overlook, in the middle of this burnt forest, specifically in this chest. That's about it for today, cowboy. Hope you've enjoyed my video and found these cool details from our favorite game interesting. If you did, don't forget to leave a like to help the algorithm show this video to more people, and if you haven't already, subscribe for more amazing Red Dead Redemption 2 content coming in soon. But until then, see you, cowboy.